Yeah, boy! It is everybody's least favourite time of the week because it is time for BNTW Session 5. I'm Buzzsaw Bronson and I'm here with my partner in crime, Mr. Flynn Buzzsaw.
Here I am. How are we today, ladies and gentlemen?
We're doing bloody sick. How are you?
Oh, yeah, what's that? You know, I'm here.
Awesome.
Still here.
And you're not the only one here.
We're not, because this is Session 5, Sinner's Delight. And why is it called Sinner's Delight, Buzzsaw?
Because we got the sinners themselves, the Seven.
Walk on, bro.
Yo, 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 yo.
Hiya.
Here we are.
How
We've got
exciting.
Chestnut hair Fletcher on the line. And big beard Bish. How are we, fellas? How you doing this fine eve?
In between shooting off the toilet, okay.
Yeah, this podcast does that to people's bowels.
Round noise.
Yeah, I'm not shooting off anything.
Of course you're not. Where are your hands?
Show us your hands.
Full of
Show us
shit,
your hands.
That's one hand.
Hold on.
One hand.
Here's the one. Seconds.
Both at the same time, bro.
That one looks slightly sweatier.
Hold on.
Is it sweat?
Let me just get this.
It's something else that might be water-based.
to hide.
Get some baby
There you go.
oil. But I think we should start off this podcast by giving a big congrats to Bish, who just got engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations.
Well done to me. I found somebody who,
Well
still for the
done.
past 15 years anyway, will take me on as a big old burden.
So
Just like
she
me.
said
It's not-
yes.
it's not a-
She
it's not a
said
slim
yes.
burden.
So how did you
She
do it?
did.
Tell us how you did it. I want to know. I'm excited.
Well, it's rather unremarkable, but it's funny nevertheless. So she wanted a specific ring anyway, and I was like, I'll buy it for you. And then it turned into me be like, oh, well, I'm going to buy it for you. No, I didn't say to her directly, but like, might as well use it as an engagement ring at the same time. But she wanted like a specific ring for Christmas, and they were sold out, so I didn't get it until the other day. And it turned up, and on the day it turned up, I just got out of the shower, and I just got the parcel, and I was like, okay, cool. So she just got out of the shower after me, and then I was just there like completely bonnet naked, and I was like, Victoria Louise Popple, aka Princess Sweet Tits, will you marry me?
I thought when you said it's unremarkable, it was like, I was halfway through having a shit, and I thought, well, may as well.
I mean, she was in a towel, and I was completely naked, and I got down on my knees, and well, not knees, one knee. Don't want to ruin both my knees. But yeah, and she said no to start with, but then she was like, no, really. I'll say yes.
I love that she ribbed you.
Troll lady
Where
style.
is she? Where is she now? Can we say congratulations to her as well?
She's
She can watch the podcast.
she wouldn't want to come on camera. Yeah, unless she's got a face full of makeup,
You're us.
she would not be coming anywhere near the. Well, she's out of the room, and she's probably
She wants nothing to do
also
with
still
us.
in a towel.
I'm starting to
Yeah.
get real.
No, but congratulations. That's great news.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks, man.
We're all happy for love.
Well done, well done. And before we start and go any further, I think it's only right we consult the Magic 8 Ball and find out if the Seven are going to have a good time with us tonight on the podcast. So let's give it a little shimmy, shimmy, shake.
Give it a shaky shake.
Oh,
Give it a
shake her up
shake.
real good. It's like, and it says, once it appears from the darkness, chances aren't good.
But still not 100% shit.
Well.
Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's rock and roll.
Let's shoot from the hip. Your new hip.
My new surgically repaired hip.
Is that a snub-nosed Uzi, Lynn? I believe it is.
What did you say?
Alan Partridge references.
Oh, I don't know Alan Partridge.
I'm not
I
that
don't
old.
watch.
Oh, you shit ass.
Is that another one?
You know,
You fucking should do.
that's good food straight through me. So,
Mustache in my mouth.
mustache mouth and everything.
Yeah. It's my tongue.
So,
Mm.
guys, I think the question on everyone's mind to kick off this entire podcast is how did the Seven come to be? How did you form? Like, where was the Seven birthed from?
Fletch can answer that because it's his shtick.
We're not getting into my shtick again. I've told you about that. Well, it kind of was, yeah, it was kind of my thing. To start with, I've always came out as the father of sin, and when I started to make my entrance at Dragon Pro, I started having 2 disciples. I was using the one as a step-in tool to get into the ring, because I like my people down on their hands and knees, and and it just evolved from there, really. So I had people in masks. You didn't know who they were, and then I started getting around a bit more than what I used to, and we ended up at Southwest Wrestling, and we pitched an idea of at Dragon Pro. You never know who's behind the mask, so the people in the masks always change on a regular basis. But I thought at Southwest, let's bring in this group and we'll try and make something of it. So it started with 3 of us, then it went to 4, then it went back down to 3 and then went to 4, and now there's just 2. So we're just running as the 7 as a tag team.
So you're not really 7, so the 7's a lie.
Oh, excuse me, if I was audible.
But you never know, you only see 2 of us at the moment. There could be 7 of us, there could be 17, there could be 7 million. But we are not a cult. But if people do want to follow us and embrace how we want to get things done, we always say more the merrier.
If they want to drink the Kool-Aid.
Do you have leaflets at the door of every venue that you work at?
Pamphlets.
Pamphlets. And is there a sign-up fee for anybody that might want to join?
No, it's free. It's free of charge. Donations can be made at, and I'll plug it at the end of the program.
Only in Bitcoin.
But normally when we're in church, we're just handing out old boxes, because we can't really afford the nice fancy bowls that churches have at the moment.
And
can't you just bring a bowl from home?
No. I'm not using my cutlery elsewhere.
Do you do a personality test? What kind of people are you looking to recruit?
Well, anyone, to be honst. We cater for all walks of life.
You don't sound sure. You don't sound sure. I don't believe you. So we cater to anybody.
Yeah, but we do cater for everybody, and we don't hang around with nobodies, and especially we don't hang around with that foxes were on a plaque.
Hey, you leave Clarence out of this.
Well, you're on this podcast.
He is a gem. You're on this podcast, exactly.
Well, where is he? Where is Clarence?
He might be right behind you, bitch. That's where he might be. You never know. He's lurking in the bushes, wherever you may.
Oh, you don't want to know what's on this wallpaper. Jesus Christ.
I can kind of see the weird stains that are up there.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's her makeup.
I just think of that episode of The Simpsons when he's got the makeup gun and he tries to shoot her with it. It just goes on the wall. It spreads across.
Oh.
You got such a bouncy camera. Can't tell what's going on over there.
It's because it's in between my legs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice.
Fletcher's in
it's being held up. It's being held up by, we'll leave it there.
Never let me use your laptop.
It's a tripod.
It's not even mine. It's even better.
He's erected a stand for
it. Fletcher Law Buildings. He'll help you with your next erection.
Always better than Viagra.
That's got to be one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, erections.
What, Viagra?
Both. So guys, how did you guys start out in wrestling? Give us a little bit of background on that.
Bish, you're older than me.
Yeah. I just started getting back into watching wrestling again because of my now fiance's nephew. Because we took him to a couple of WWE live shows in Cardiff. And I kind of got my interest again. And then when, obviously being an adult, you have a bit more money. So decided to make a trip over to the States to go watch WrestleMania. And I then discovered the mystical world of independent wrestling, which I didn't know existed. Like, I was aware of other companies, obviously, but I didn't really realize the extent of lower levels independent stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay. So there's probably this stuff back in the UK as well. And then when I got home, I was like, oh yeah, there is. It took me a couple of years afterwards because it wasn't straight away. But I then basically looked into it a little bit later on, and then started from there basically at Dragon Pro.
And
Bloody
what was
sick.
your first match? Like ever?
My very first thing was a Rumble, as with a lot of people's.
Rumbles and
first
battle
match.
royals, we're not including them. Your first like actual match, like
Oh,
tag
first
singles.
actual match.
Yeah.
First actual match, I believe, was at Pro Wrestling Pride in Cornwall, I think it was, or it might have been like somewhere in Cornwall, or maybe very south end of Devon. I'm not sure. That was a tag match between me and Delta Rush Jr. versus Panda Cub, aka actually, what was Eddie's surname? I completely forgot.
Richie, like Christina.
Is it?
Richie.
Yeah,
Richie.
Richie, yeah. Edwin Richie and Danny Jones.
Did you
Okay,
win?
so is that
Did you win?
Oh, no.
Ah,
Unfortunately, debuting effort. No. Well,
useless?
yeah, debuting effort there as well. But no, unfortunately, didn't get that big W. Just got
Never
a
mind.
big, massive fat L.
I'm sure you got better since then, though.
Fighting Edwin and Danny, then is that how you kind of got to know about Dragon Pro, or did you already know about Dragon Pro before you went there?
No. Like Dragon Pro was where I started training, and then we went down as a group down to Pride to do a Joel Redman seminar, and that's how we all got booked on that show.
Ah, so that's how it began.
Yeah.
And how did that first match go? Like how shit were you?
Well, he lost.
I could have been worse. Put it that way, I could have been worse. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, I watched it back the other day actually, and I mean it was pretty it wasn't good, but I've seen a lot of other people's first matches, and I've seen far worse people's first matches than that. So there's always a silver lining.
You sound biased, sir. You sound biased.
I am biased, but I was also going to follow up with that, saying that there's obviously far superior people who've had much better opening matches than myself. But I could have been a lot more unhappy with my performance. But luckily, it wasn't completely asshole clenching.
Arsehole clenching, fuck it out.
And what about you, Fletch?
Well, I'm going to say something that is going to be a little bit funny, but I used to play football a hell of a lot. I've coached. I coached for 16 years of my life, and it was just coming to the end where I just wasn't enjoying things anymore. The football club that I was at, there was too much politics. So I thought I want to go somewhere that doesn't involve any politics. Little did I know about wrestling and how much politics there is. But one of my friends, he's a really good mate of mine, Mike Mears. Just want to say a quick shout out to him. He's the one who got me involved with the whole wrestling side of it. He's an Attack regular. He goes to literally every Attack show that there is. He follows them up and down the country. He's always there. And he told me about Dragon Pro. I went down for my first ever session, and it was something that I thought, you know what, I've got a lot of respect for these guys doing what they do, because you watch them on the telly, and it's only until you get into training that you think, now the shit's real. And it just went from there, and I just loved my first session, and I've just continued ever since.
You sounded like you was about to, you were starting to kind of break up. You're like, I just love my first session.
Getting emotional.
It sounds like you were just burping up your 10-year-old desperado.
I'm actually drinking on the job, which is quite bad of me. Naughty.
That's right, we're not paying you.
It's so sinful.
I was mid-belch. Because there's a lady present. I really didn't want to belch on the programming.
She's heard a lot worse than me and Buzzsaw.
Yeah, that is true. A lot worse.
In fact, she said a lot worse. She has said a lot worse as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes she will come out with an absolute corker.
Yeah.
That wasn't it, but
That wasn't it.
you got to wait. She has her moments.
She has her moment. You let her sit on it, and then suddenly she just come out blasting like a machine gun. She's like the end of Scarface. She waits for a moment.
Bloody hell.
Say hello to my little friend.
Like an M23 popping off.
And obviously, what is the best match you've had? I think people want to know the best match you guys have had.
As a team or individually or both?
Both.
Yeah, give us both.
Both. I want both.
I would say for myself personally, my best match would probably be with Cara Noir that I had over in Exist in South Wales, in Swansea. As much as I was looking back on it before seeing the footage, I was thinking, that stunk, because I just didn't feel like I had a good day. And then I watched it back the other day, and then, the other month, I was like, oh, okay, that's not entirely dog shit. I'm actually quite happy with that, relatively. Always areas to improve on, but when you can be as happy as you can be with a match, that was pretty much where I was with that, and that's what I would say was my best in-ring performance that I've had so far, and that was about a year and a half ago. Yeah, so it was sort of 6 months. Yeah, around about June, July time, 2019. How time flies.
Oh, it flies.
Yeah, it goes so quick.
It flies, and then suddenly you find yourself dead.
Well, the last year has been about 15, 16 months, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is like a Groundhog Day at the minute, let's face it. I do feel like a Bill Murray.
COVID's been like dog years and human years combined.
I don't even know how to calculate that. What about you, Fletch?
Well, I think the one that, it was the one that hit home the most to me was the one where I actually won the First Wave trophy for Dragon Pro, because it was my first ever championship. Literally, my entire family were there, and it was just an honor to hold that, especially at the place that I'd started training as well. I'm only joking.
I could feel it building up, but I was waiting for that. I could feel your voice quivering throughout that entire.
No, that one was
trying to work the
workers. That one was actually for you. I think that one was the one that hit home, especially as soon as I won that during the halftime interval. I went out into the crowd and I seen my mum and my nan, and they said how proud they were, and then just to see my daughter come up to me bawling her eyes out, and I know she's going to hate me for saying this live as well, but just to see the emotion in her that I'd actually accomplished something was, for me, I think that was one of the best moments I've had so far. Because
she's never seen you accomplish anything in your life. Is that
up until then she thought her dad was a complete loser.
He was so broken. You finally did it. You've stopped disappointing me.
I've scarred her enough. Bloody hell.
No, you wear a gimp suit to the ring, don't you? Like watching a share video when you come out.
It's like
I know what I'll be
MVP's
using next time
cast
I
off.
make an entrance. Your bloody 8-ball in my mouth.
That is going to be your new entrance. I'll lend it to you. It's all right.
That's
what-
fine.
What
Am I
about
gonna have it? Am I gonna have a decent match? No. Oh, fuck it.
what
You
about
just-
Highly unlikely.
It's you're gonna swallow it if you're not gonna have a good match. You're like, ah, fuck this. Then. Get me to A&E. That's a ball in your throat. You're like,
not the first time?
What's the best tag match you both have had, like together as a team, as a unit?
I would possibly say the one that we probably had down at DWA, the one, literally the last match that we had before lockdown started. I would say. And I can't remember who that was against, but you remember the names. But I just can't remember the names.
Oh, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
PJ something or other.
yes,
and
PJ Jones.
It was
That's the boy.
PJ Jones and Dancing Daddy. I'm sure it was Dancing Daddy. I'm sure it's something like Dancing Daddy. I can't remember it. I can't
He
remember.
He always
his-
wears a Hawaiian shirt.
It
Oh,
wasn't
Big
me.
Daddy Bane.
This was
Is it Big Daddy
They've
Bane or
just
something
started,
like that?
teaming together.
Yeah, like dancing.
Yeah,
dancing
something
thing.
like that.
And did you guys win that one?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Go on, let's be honest.
Levels.
I can't remember. It's been a year
We haven't
nearly.
got the belts. Put it that way.
The audience won, yeah.
Did the audience really
Yeah,
win?
wrestling was the real winner.
I can't remember.
Devon was the
I
real winner.
think we did. I think we won.
Since I've heard.
I really can't remember.
Didn't win.
Didn't we?
No, we didn't win.
Oh, okay.
No, we won. We won as a team. We won as a team because like, it was the first time that we felt really, really comfortable.
Yeah.
But we actually lost the match.
Oh, it was a moral victory.
Yeah.
It was a moral. That's what I was looking for.
We were,
yeah. It was a moral victory.
a victory of cohesion. I don't know what the town gesture is. Hey, it's a cohesion.
Become Italian when you
You're
do well in tag
Italian.
matches.
That was a good
Yeah, I
solid
think-
match. I mean, we had like a couple of good matches with the purists in Southwest as well. So Dan
Yeah,
Splash
that's-
and Dave Eaton.
That's the one
Good
that
couple
I
of
was-
lads.
That's the other one I was going to mention as well.
I
And
think the first one.
beat them for the tag titles down there as well.
Yeah. We the first match we had where we won it was a better match, not just because we won, but it was overall I would say a stronger match than the rematch. That's the word I was looking for.
The Christmas showing.
Yeah. But no, they were both solid matches, I would say.
That's awesome. Love it. So, what about your worst matches?
Worst matches. One that always sticks out to me is a match I had with Josh Holly at Vertigo Wrestling. Which, funnily enough, actually, like 2 weeks later, we had a match again at Dragon Pro, and it was significantly better. But for the point of my career where I was, which I would have been like about 2.5, 3 years in, maybe at that point. I'm not even too sure, actually, to be honest. It should have been a lot better, and it was a complete stinker, like rotten. That one, and also a match I had with Brendan White as well, Bronco Brendan White, down in, I think it might have been UPW. It was like some weird gimmicky match where like we were two, like kind of like doing like a Young Boys thing where we were just having the match against each other. Then somebody else came in just to fucking wreck us both. Which, considering the size of both me and Brendan, the guy had to be massive, which he was pretty big, like Psycho Philip something or whatever. I can't remember. I think he
Oh
changed his name.
yeah.
But yeah, he's a big boy. But yeah, that like there was just a few miscommunication between me and Brendan in that match, and like we just overcomplicated the whole thing for the fact that it was only like 4 minutes worth of stuff, just for us to get wiped out and do the job for that guy. And we just put too much shit in for like 4 minutes, and it just turned into a hot mess. So that one, but I would still say as a proper match, with an actual proper start to finish with no mucking around. My worst match I've had, and it was on me mainly. It was me and Josh. Soz Josh.
But it's easy to have one of those off nights, though, isn't it? Like, it's just so easy to let that happen, and then when it does start to happen, it just snowballs, and it's hard for you to kind of, especially if you're quite because even when you're 4 years in, you are still really trying to hone everything, so it's difficult at that point to try and then grasp it back from that point. If you can do
like
that,
now,
then
like now, I'd probably be able to call the whole thing on the fly and not have any worry about it because of how simple the match really should have been. But like there, at the same point in time, I was like on the fence about even being wanting involved with wrestling. So being in that mindset, plus just having a bit of a shitter, added together, it just it was stinking, utterly stinking.
Disaster.
It definitely was. But then, like I said, funnily enough, 2 weeks later, we had a match against each other again, about the same sort of length, and it was significantly better. So,
Well, that's good.
Right.
Swings and roundabouts.
yeah,
You know what
learned
it's
from
like.
the first one, made a much bigger improvement on the second one.
No,
Good
I'm
lad.
done. Good lad.
Fucking hell. Fletch, how about you?
Fucking hell, have a word with you, bitch. Fucking hell. And Fletch, what was your worst match?
Well,
If you could pick one out of all of them.
fucking hell, yeah. out of
How much
every single
time you
match
got?
I've had, which one is the worst? Fucking hell. How long is this program?
Well, we've got an hour usually.
Yeah, about an hour.
We can go 5 if you need to list off all your matches, though.
List off. Yeah, I'll go through my matches one by one. No, I think if I had to put it out there as my worst match, I'd probably put the title match I had with Man Like Bino. He had just won the Dragon Pro title and like the main Dragon Pro title, and they'd brought me out as like his first challenger. Coming into it, I was absolutely stoked that they're willing to put me in with somebody like him in the first place. But leading up to it, I think it was a couple of days beforehand, or it might have even been the night before, I took a little bit of a botched move and I'd actually damaged my neck. And stupidly, I went on to take the match. And throughout the whole of the match, literally all I could think of was my neck. So things weren't going to plan.
I might crack.
So like things weren't going to plan. Like I was trying to protect myself as best as possible, and by the end of it, looking back on there, I was like, yeah, that was the worst match I've ever. Like every match I'm in is crap, but I'm always critical of myself anyway. But every match that I'm always in I feel is always shit, and there's always need for me to improve.
Nah, you got me there.
But that match, I got Bish there to do a lot more. It's fine. I can just take the heat, tag out, and then die in the corner.
That's why Flynn started tagging with me.
But like
Exactly. So it's my rest.
exactly. So Flynn will come in, do one punch, and then he's back out again. And then Sam, you'll take like 50% of the match. He'll tag in, one punch, back out again, and then you just do the rest. It's fine.
I think I'll be doing about
That's what we're going
99%
to be like
of
with
the
me and
match.
Bish.
You'll be taking the hot tag and all, probably.
My hot tag will be the slowest hot tag
you're
ever.
doing everything.
Get in, twist your knee, pop.
I am never going to tag you in. My leg could be broke. I'm like, nah, I'm not tagging. No chance, motherfucker. I'll take my chances.
I'll come in like something, like not like a house of fire, more like just like a pizza oven on fire. Really slow and owy.
Is it ready yet? No, put it back in.
You'll hit that. I know you're going to hit that first clothesline, and you'll be like, just take your set go as slow as you can, just so I can set myself back up, and then we'll go again.
If anyone ever tells me to hit the ropes, I'm like, nah, I'm all right.
No.
No rope hitting. No, no,
Or
no.
walk.
We'll have none of
You're
that.
And I'll tag back out.
I'm looking forward to it.
And what would you say is the most what is that? I've got to put words out here. What one thing are you looking most forward to when you come back into wrestling?
Trying to get over.
Over what?
Not my missus. That's already happened. Just I don't know. I just want to wrestle as much as I can in as many legit places as possible. Like I don't want to just be. I don't know. Like as much as I appreciate every single booking, I want to be working everywhere. That's the thing. Like as many places as possible. Like because I appreciate that you aren't always going to be able to get like a spot on every single show at one promotion you might work for. So I'm looking forward to really proving myself to as many places as possible that I can hang with the best people in the country, in my opinion anyway. But I know I'm confident enough without sounding like an egotistical prick. Get my words out. Christ, I can't talk at the moment.
Say it it's happened to me.
Got
As
my
well.
microphone in front of me and I can't talk for shit either, apparently. But yeah, like I just want to go out there and just prove to the world that I'm not dog shit. That's what I'm looking forward to doing.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
It's just in life.
Ambitious.
I'm not a piece of shit, I promise.
Walking down the street. Hey, I'm not going to take it anymore.
I'm not going to punch you in the mouth. Hey, how's that? I didn't know you were going to punch me in the mouth. Hey, well, I'm just letting you know, buddy.
And what about you, Fletch? What are you most looking forward to?
I mean, I don't know if I want to get over as much any more than what I already am. I've now got Chris Van Vile like on my Twitter, so I don't really give a shit anymore. Nah.
Who is this?
In all honesty,
Yeah, just blank faces over here.
Who the fuck is he?
I see some wrestling interviewer, podcastery person.
Oh, so he does the job probably more professional than we do.
Yeah, we should know who that is.
We don't know who this person is. We've not done any research on podcasts. We just had microphones and we've decided to talk into them for an extended period of time.
With a really fancy setup that last time didn't work, which is why we're back on here. Insider knowledge.
Kayfabe, man. We weren't going to tell people that.
Yeah.
It's too late now. Fourth wall broken.
You ruined the illusion, you son of a bitch.
I'm the Deadpool
We've
of
been
wrestling.
busted.
I know, and I can't believe it. The last time we spoke, Bish just had a girlfriend. Fucking hell, now he's engaged.
Now I'm engaged. Jesus Christ.
Poor
Well, I was
woman.
also eloping with your nan.
Who's your nan, Fletch?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Do you want to give her a shout out? Go on, give her a shout out.
Don't worry, I'll leave that one well alone. I don't want to get my hand slapped by my missus. My betrothed.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't say nothing anymore because now you've got a fiance.
Exactly.
No, I did actually see my nan today for the first. Oh, hold on.
Little face to the side of you.
There's a little lawmaker in the background.
Come here,
His offspring.
quick.
A special guest.
Seed.
That's what we would call his penis.
He's
Winnie Fletch, your lawmaker.
adopted.
Yeah, he's much better looking
So-
than you are.
This is my little boy.
He definitely doesn't take after you, thank
He
God.
is a lot better looking than I am. Can you say hi?
No.
Say hi. I want you to say hi to everybody because there's like 10,000 viewers watching this.
Hello.
There's loads watching this. Say hi to them all.
Hi.
Say hi to Uncle Bish.
Hi.
Sup,
Cool,
mate?
There you go. Now you can bugger off. There you go. You've done what you need to do now.
Go to bed, kid.
Yeah, you've been told go to bed.
Stay there.
He's just stuck his middle
Here,
finger
one
up you,
piece of you, I
so you know.
swear to God, you are losing all your electronics.
Yeah, so I will give a quick shout out to my nan as well. There was a lot of banter with regards to my nan. I told her about everything, and God rest her soul. She's quite looking forward to this one.
She's dead now. Since last we
God
spoke.
rest her soul.
Well,
God rest her soul.
I just
It seems like
yeah, I just loved your face then. I loved your face. Then. What the hell have we done to her?
rocked her. Just rocked her. Like, oh, I haven't had that much attention in years.
Gave her right potato.
Those boys in the wood are going to give me wood.
Right, the guy delivered one of his famous
Oh, I
potatoes.
can't wait for it to come to a Southwest show.
She's going to love it, I tell you. Tell her to wear something nice.
And the Southwest show.
And talking of SWW there, you guys are obviously in the SWW Tag Team Championship Classic.
That we are.
In the first round, you guys have got the Billington Bulldogs. Is that a match that you're going to look forward to? Because
Definitely.
I've seen those boys look pretty darn sick. Like I know me and Buzzsaw, if we do get into it, we've still got to get there yet. But if we do get into the tournament, we'd certainly like to face them over you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
No, to be fair, there's loads.
SNL.
I could wrestle a fish at this point and I'll be happy. But
I have.
That's all you've got to wrestle with is your little pecker.
exactly, boy, howdy, it'll take some work.
That's what
But
they have before, isn't
so
it?
you've got the Bulldogs straight out the gate. What are you most looking forward to about that match?
Neutering some little pups.
Fighting.
So fighting and neutering.
Yeah, mate.
Like all their
Castrating
matches.
those little canines. Just
Bloody
snip
hell.
them off because there ain't gonna be no match for these big boys.
Snip, snip,
Some history
motherfuckers.
behind- Oh, because they are nephews of like the legendary Dynamite Kid, who even if our viewers or listeners don't know wrestling, they must have heard of the Dynamite Kid from like World of Sport and everything.
I would
they've
expect.
of heritage behind.
You'd be a fool not to know who the Dynamite Kid is.
Yeah,
The British Bulldog are just the Bulldogs in general. Just like they're one of the
Yeah.
most well-known British wrestlers. The late 19th century. No, 19th. What the fuck am I on about? 20th century.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck yeah.
the turn of the century, the British Bulldog was the best wrestler.
1900s. Oh mate, it's my brain just ain't working today. I haven't had enough carbohydrates to get my brain engaged. Yeah, but no, man, like the British Bulldogs are one of the biggest tag teams out of England in the last like couple of decades. So, I mean, we're working Japan. I mean, specifically, obviously, like WWE and stuff. Well, and WCW. But yeah, man, like if you don't even know them in passing, then that's just weird.
And these guys, they've worked a lot of different places. They've got a lot of experience behind them, and they've got a family that loves wrestling behind them as well. So they're going to be a decent team to wrestle straight out the gate. So even if they are your first match, that'll be a pretty decent
Definitely.
first. Like
Oh,
you've got
Yeah, definitely gonna be a pace
They're our first
pace
match
changer.
back, fair play.
they are like whippets in that ring. If they are going to be bulldogs, I'd say they're
Yeah.
whippets, like the British whippets.
And that's the thing. Like when we get put up against like certain wrestlers, we like if we know who they are like on the scene, we'd always like to see a little bit of what they have done. And everything that I've seen of them on like through YouTube or various streaming channels, they seem like they know what they're doing. And like you said, they're whippets. They're just they're everywhere. But the problem that they'd have now is that they've got two people who are not going to run for shit. But if you want to run, we'll just take your legs out and then we'll go from there.
So that's your
Neutralize
game
that
plan.
cardio game.
Well, they might be like.
Oh, there ain't no
little
cardio
bulldogs
coming
in the
from
ring.
me.
I'm definitely more like a mastiff, mate. I'm
It's
like
gonna be a
big
mastiff.
lump. I'm gonna rip something off.
Jesus.
And then he's got this little chihuahua barking orders.
Yeah, a little small man syndrome. Napoleon the French
Exactly.
bulldog.
That's got to be a sin.
I think that's beyond the sin. That is.
What, being a French bulldog?
I'd say so.
I don't know what kind of dog you would be. But if you
Miniature
did,
schnauzer.
you'd be a small little like mutt.
Little runty shit.
Like the yappy dog from next door. That's what you'd be, Fletch.
Yorkshire
dog.
Terrier.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice that you want us to face the Bulldogs, because if you do get through, you're going to be in the other bracket, and the way you're going on, I'd love nothing more to just punch you in the face.
I hope you get the opportunity.
If you win a couple of matches and we win a couple of matches, maybe we'll see each other in the final.
Exactly. Hopefully,
Well,
you
you
never
guys
know.
better
Who
win
said-
then.
Me and
Who says we gotta wait
Buzzsaw will go 2s up on you.
Oh,
Ooh,
who's up? Is it?
ooh, is that a challenge?
It's not the reaction we want when we tell people we're going 2s up on them. Ooh, fancy
I don't
that.
even know what it means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
Gets the people going.
It's been a while.
What a proposition. That's what your nan said, Fletch.
Flynn, I've run out of questions to ask. You gave me some questions, I've run out. So maybe it's
But
time for the quick fire questions.
My quick fire ones that never go quick.
The slowest fire questions there's ever been.
Slowest quick. These are like musket quick fire ones. It takes a long time to reload. So, first of all, for Fletch, my first question is for Fletchy. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
No comment.
Come on, you're the king of sin. And you preach
Father.
about how sinning is so good. So surely you'd be able to say what the worst thing you've ever done is.
Worst thing I've ever done. To someone?
Possibly.
If we're talking wrestling terms, dropping a referee on his head.
Oh, fucking hell. What did you drop on that head? Why did you have the referee up?
Did you get the count wrong?
It was I was in a match and I literally beat the
I would hope
shit
so.
out of my opponent for 10 minutes. And I got so pissed off because I went for my finisher. The guy ducked underneath my finisher, schoolboyed me, held onto the ropes, 1, 2, 3, he then went and won. And I was just so pissed off that I hit my finisher on the ref, went to the back, but all through the match, all the crowd was chanting was one more time, when I was like dishing the beating out on my opponent. So as I went to the back, the crowd started the one more time, and I thought, fuck it. Just came back out, hit my finisher. Lo and behold, the ref probably took one of the sickest ref bumps and spikes that I've ever seen.
And he never walked again.
And I'm supposed to be the angry
No, I
one.
haven't heard of him since.
And then the crowd was like, maybe we shouldn't have said one more time. That poor motherfucker.
Murder! Murder or manslaughter.
Tim White did.
It wouldn't be intentional. It would be like second-degree murder, wouldn't it?
And Bish, question for you. What
Yeah.
was the last thing you ate?
The what?
What was the last thing you ate?
Last thing I ate. Weetabix.
That was your... When? Like, what time of day was that?
About 11:30.
That was the last thing you ate all day, 11:30 this morning. I'm just looking at the time. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
What are you, fasting?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't see the point in eating if I'm not hungry. Like, oh no, what the fuck am I on about? I had spaghetti bolognese. Fucking
Oh,
dickhead.
You lying
Say, did you have
motherfucker.
tea?
Yeah, man. No, I had spaghetti bolognese. I actually had a massive bowl of spaghetti bolognese.
You put
with-
cheese on
Garlic
top?
bread?
Like, with garlic bread. Like, when you get, like, it wasn't like garlic bread like baguette. I do prefer the baguette because it's more like, it's more buttery. But like, when you get the sliced pieces and you get like the big pack of the sliced pieces, I have like half of that as well.
You son
You
of a
know what?
bitch.
Off all the shop bought shit, make your own. So much better.
Yeah.
Tastes so much better. It's more garlicky too.
A lot of effort, though.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah,
You just crush up some garlic, takes 2 minutes, put it in some butter.
You got to grow the garlic first.
Yeah, the crushed garlic's better than the lazy.
I'd still rather just buy like good old fashioned garlic baguette from the frozen aisle.
Oh, you cheap slut.
Love it.
You don't know what you're
Oh,
doing to me,
I love
man.
it.
I'm on a keto diet right now. I can't eat any of that shit.
Oof.
Oh, it's
Motherfucker.
gorgeous.
I'm
Yeah,
on a
I know
just
it
system.
is.
make some garlic cauliflower bread or
Ugh.
something. Apparently, you can make anything out of cauliflowers.
I don't like cauliflower. So
Maybe that's what the
fuck's
Twin
that?
Towers made out of cauliflower. That's why they fell down so easy.
Oh,
God.
conspiracy theories.
Sorry, my name is not. Actually, I can't remember his name now. Whatever.
That conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
And Fletch,
I don't do many of these things.
Fletch, question for you now. What's most exotic place you've ever banged?
I've never banged at exotic places, but the most
Where's
exotic place I
the
banged
most
my missus
exotic
was in
place
Mexico.
you have banged? Like
There
where
you go.
you banged? So New Mexico,
No, just Cancun.
Cancun. So...
I thought you said it was in Mexico. Geography is not my strong point.
Thank you. Can come.
So can come.
Both.
And Bish, if you were on death row right this moment and they said, "What's your last meal?" What would it be? Like you're about to get electrocuted tomorrow.
Okay. That would likely be. I mean, this can pretty much be anything, can't it? Like.
But it can be. Well, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean,
Unless-
you see some people when they. Well, yeah. I mean, other than like a small child, if you were being murdered, like cannibalism, whatever. But it would definitely have to
Graveyard
consist
at Tyler's.
of a prawn puree. Yeah, it's an Indian dish. If you're not aware of what it is, it's very, very nice. King prawn puree, actually, specifically king prawn, rather than the little tiny shrimps. None of that shtick. And I would also have a medium rare fillet steak. Probably around about like an 8-ounce one. You don't want them too big, otherwise they don't cook that well. With some sweet potato fries, some nice buttery steamed broccoli, and a
Fucking hell, you're dying
mighty
tomorrow.
meaty fucking Domino's pizza. And then
Okay,
a
the
big
pizza
tub of Ben
made
and
up for it.
Jerry's.
The rest of that sounded like you was making like a meal for your diet plan.
Oh no, fuck that. Big old fucking mighty meaty pizza.
The rest
And
of that,
then-
I'd have ordered the entire menu of KFC.
I'll have 200 grams of chicken breast.
Hey, I ain't finished yet. Shit ton of garlic bread, because I fucking love garlic bread, but it's got to be the baguette type, you know, we just discussed that. And also some Popeyes fried chicken.
Popeye's fried chicken.
It'd have to be
Nice.
important. I mean, at the end of the day, if it was capital punishment, this would be in America anyway. So it'd be fucking Popeyes, mate. Fucking Popeyes. And then, like I said, like a fucking tub of Ben and Jerry's fucking half-baked, because that shit's the fucking boy.
I would like, if I was on death row, I would try and eat it so much to the point where I just died from eating.
I'd probably have some fucking...
got ya.
thing there as well.
Well, how did he die? His stomach exploded.
He was allergic to shellfish.
Meat everywhere.
At
And
least you saved on the electric bill.
Hey, what was by fucking by lethal injection? Fuck that shit.
and Fletch,
COVID job.
can you fit your fist in your mouth?
No, but I could probably fit it in yours.
Try it. Go on, try it.
You
Fit
can
in
probably
your
fit it in his other orifice.
Put,
What,
fit
now?
your fist in your
Now
mouth.
let's go.
Put the fist in your mouth.
Oh,
Go on, I want to see fit that fist in your mouth.
Have you washed your
Go.
hands first?
Yeah, I was gonna say this
yeah.
isn't very corona safe.
Well, it's not.
Nah,
He's
it ain't
put
going.
it in someone else's mouth. Go on, put it in your own mouth. Go on.
I tried. It ain't going.
Go on. Keep
Go
it
on,
on
try
camera.
harder. Get it in there. Come on.
Yeah, go on.
Go on. I'll give you a fiver if you
Nah,
can get
it
it
ain't
in.
Just channel it in an anaconda and just dislocate your jaw.
We all know you can do it.
going. Oh.
Just dislocate his entire jaw. Feel my lungs.
That's my crazy dog.
And the crazy dogs are out every single podcast. I swear to God, I'm going to give these dogs sleeping.
Please send me
I made a
some.
dog
Oh,
noise and my
please.
dog stirred a little bit.
Aw.
And Bish, final question of my randoms. How would you rate Fletch as a tag team partner? And brutal honesty. Pretend he's not. Rate him.
I don't know. I'd say like a solid 6.
A
Which is
solid
above average.
Out of 100.
Yeah.
out of 100.
Above average.
And I think it's only Flair Flair? I'm thinking Ric Flair. Flair on the mind.
Woo!
Is here. No, I'm thinking it's only fair that Fletcher answered the same question. So rate Bish.
I mean, out of 10, I'd definitely give him 1.
Ooh,
Ooh.
it's payback for that
A little
6.
carrying for you, boyo.
No, I definitely, definitely rate him up there. Definitely up in like an 8 and 9 bracket. Only because I think the bond that we've got goes further than wrestling as well. It's a lot deeper than that, and he's helped me through a lot of like personal problems, and he's always there for my family as well. So I think definitely pie.
All right. I'd just like to say, Fletch, he is engaged. So just take it down a notch, yeah.
So
So I'm going to do it anyway.
There's
can
no
blast.
fruit bowls and car keys here.
And well, with those questions done, I think there's only one next thing to do, Buzzsaw.
Yeah,
What is it?
Well, it's good to know that their team dynamic sucks because up next is Two's Up.
Two's
Oh, yep.
And what is Two's Up, Flynn? Why don't you tell us the rules?
Two's Up is the newlywed game. Basically, Oracle
Oh God.
will ask us questions about each other. So, for example, she would ask, what is Flynn's favourite food?
All of it.
Yeah, exactly. And then Buzzsaw, excuse me, Buzzsaw would then have to put up the same answer that I have to score a point.
Yep.
Simple enough, guys.
That makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense. So let's go
I
Two's
think
Up.
so.
Oh, it's
Okay,
time.
let's get it ready.
we
Let's
need a
do
pen?
it. Yeah, you need a pen and paper.
Pen and
Yeah.
paper.
Have you got a pen and paper?
Yes.
I've got
Awesome.
a paper.
You got a paper?
Have you got a
I've-
pen?
I might just have to bite into my. I might have to bite into my finger and draw blood.
Oh god.
Yeah, let's do that. We actually encourage that on this show.
It's
We
very
do.
macabre.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I'll use my phone
Use your phone. That's
and I'll put it up to the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
No
yeah,
cheating.
That could work.
No pressing backspace.
No, that's fine.
Here we
Okay,
go.
Oracle, hit the music.
I can't wait for this music. It's my favourite music.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So the first question is, what is their favorite color?
Well, who's this question for?
This one.
Yeah.
This one is for Buzzsaw. So you gotta guess Flynn's.
Okay.
Yep. And Fletcher, you guess Bishop.
So you're guessing my favourite colour.
I'm guessing your favorite color.
Yep. And then Fletcher guesses Bishop's favorite color.
Got it.
I got it.
We on a timer for these.
Yep. We're gonna
Oh,
do
yeah.
it well.
Okay, cool.
We can't take too long. Are you ready? Have you got your answers?
I got my answers.
Okay, so show them.
I've got mine locked in.
Baby blue, green, black. And what have you got? Red. Oh, you got them all wrong.
Okay, so we're all wrong. I thought
Yeah.
it'd be green because of the wood.
See, do you know what?
Yeah.
I like a good green and I like a good blue.
Well, you didn't pick it, did you? You went with
No,
black.
I prefer black.
You
It's
emo motherfucker.
black. It's like my
Black's
soul.
not-
Black's
colour.
not even a colour. It's an absence of colour.
It's slimming.
It is. It does. It slims me. If I wear white, I look like a beach ball.
You look like a beach ball right now.
Okay, question 2.
Same people?
Yep, same, and then we'll swap over. I'll tell you when you're swapping over.
Okie dokie.
So, next question. What is their favourite flavour ice cream?
Oh, this better not be complicated.
Oh, mine's very simple.
How long we got, Oracle? I'm ready.
Yeah, everyone ready?
Okay, I'll read it out,
I'm
yeah,
locked in.
so our Spotify listeners know what's going on.
Okay.
I went with chocolate.
Ah,
Mint.
Mint.
Chocolate? Does that count?
chocolate.
I've gone with Ben and Jerry's fudge.
And you've gone with mint.
You both went with mint. Mint's a very popular ice cream, apparently.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Mint's underrated.
No, I do
love-
like a good mint.
Yeah, I like
And
mint
mint
and chocolate
cornetto.
chip.
Oh,
Yeah, a mint cornetto is delicious.
Oh, a mint cornetto is very
I
nice.
know where you went with that
A
though,
lot
Fletch.
better
It's
than the
because
strawberry.
as a combination, it would have been like the half baked, but because that's like 3 different flavors all in one. That's why.
I've gone with it. It's still a name of a.
It's a combination, though, isn't it? That's like. Saying
But
like
it's a flex.
And you did mention Ben and Jerry's earlier on.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's all good.
Yeah, Ben
It's
and
all good.
Jerry's
All
is
right,
good.
Oracle, hit us with the next one.
Okay, so you didn't get that right, did no one
No,
got that
no
one right?
points.
So the last
No,
question before
we're
we
all set.
change over, who is the
Ooh,
best cook?
Who is the best cook?
Out
Yeah.
of the two of us.
Wow.
Yep.
Out of the two of us.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Could have made these questions a bit difficult.
Well, you haven't got any right yet.
Obviously, I've gone with
I'm
me.
actually writing this. I've written this
I
down.
got 2.
Me.
Written me. We've written me.
Oh, you got 1 point.
Both the same
We
thing.
both
Oracle.
wrote me. Does that
Oh,
count? Just means opposite things.
yeah, it does. So you're
Son of a
picking
bitch.
you. You're picking
Our one
Flynn.
is-
Yeah,
get
you.
the point.
Yeah, you get the point. You're in the lead.
wankers.
Well done.
7, 2's up.
Yeah.
Why did we come up with this game?
My cooking is putting garlic bread in the oven.
Yeah.
Now we're switching round.
Yeah. Now we're gonna
Here we
switch
go.
round.
I feel like you know me better than I know you.
First question: who is the tidiest?
This isn't even swapping over.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Kind of is, but
Oh, that's an hard one, that is.
Okay. You got
really?
it. Show it to the screen.
what you got, Flynn?
Me.
I went with
Yeah.
Flynn.
Oh, you both got a point. Cool, cool. Yeah, you both
Flynn,
went with
that's-
Bishop.
That ain't a point. That ain't a point.
They're still in the lead. You got
Alright,
1 point
2-1.
now.
Okay, we'll pull this back.
Okay, you can still pull it
Yeah.
back. Next question: what is their favorite pizza topping? Hard one.
How much time we got?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show it to the camera.
I got barbecue chicken.
Oh the fuck! I just went.
Ham.
What do you
Pepperoni.
basic bits? Pepperoni.
What's that?
I like the turtles.
Meat.
They always got pepperoni.
So,
Ugh.
what does that say, Fletcher? Meat.
Oh, meat. Sorry, that says meat feast.
Meat
Ideally, ham is on there.
Nah, I'm not giving you that.
Oh.
No chance. We're losing.
Okay.
You can't have that.
So yeah, still the same. And you gotta get this right.
Oh, come on, Flynn. We need
One
this.
more.
Yep.
Who's
Did they get it wrong or we get it right?
Yep. So, who is the better driver?
Ah,
Is this question for me? Yeah.
I've got to guess
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, they just have to be the same, right?
Yep.
Has to be
So
the same.
show them.
What you got, Flynn?
Oh. Oh, you both got them right.
We both went 2's up.
So
Draw.
It's 2's up on 2's up.
no, wait, what's
So
it? No,
We got 3 points.
yeah,
Yeah, they got 3
yeah.
points.
So
They got
I was
3.
gonna say Fletcher and
3.
Bishop's one.
Yeah, they got
When did
3.
they get 3?
Like a minute ago.
Yep.
With what?
With the last question, they got that right.
Who was cleaner
Yep.
and who's the better driver? And what was the last one?
Who is the best
Where's-
cook?
I got your. What did I get right for you?
Who is the best cook? You
can't
got
remember.
Yeah,
right.
was it Fletcher the best cook?
Oh, the best,
Yeah.
the
The best
best
driver
cook,
and
the
the cleaner.
cleaner, and the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
Just
enough.
take it, Flynn. You've lost.
Ah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the only ever 2's Up game.
We're too shamed to bring it back now.
I think we're done with that. Gonna leave this segment out from now
Can I
on.
just make a point? Can I just make a point as well? Even though if we're not keeping this in kayfabe, the last time we did this, we also kicked your ass then as well.
Did you have to
Yep.
bring that up?
Won both times.
Yeah, we won twice.
You know what? You guys have been a team a lot longer than we
That's
have.
probably the only time we're going to win this year.
Well, if we meet in the ring, you're definitely not going to win that shit.
No.
Oh, them's fighting words. They are.
It's fighting talk!
We're going to go 2's up on you.
I think they just went 2's up on us.
They did just go 2's up on us then. But that was with a game of...
Also, step on your knees,
With a game of...
whatever that means.
Oh well, never mind. Never mind.
That was 2's up. The first ever winners of 2's up. The 7, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the 7. Golf clap.
Yeah, well done. What is that?
Sarcastic slow. Well done, guys. And, well, I think we should say a big thank you for coming on the podcast and
Thanks for having us as well.
being our third guest.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Session 5, Mr. Fletcher Law and Bishop. And where can we find you on social media?
Well, I'm... What, that way?
Well, you first.
Um,
Fucking stupid reverse
Oh.
cameras.
It's not a mirror.
what's even worse?
Jesus
What's even
Christ.
worse is you pointed
I'm
and I
useless,
used to
mate.
that way.
Ah,
No, I'm
fuck
looking the
me.
wrong way.
Well,
So,
I'm on Angry
on,
X Bishop on Twitter and Instagram. My Facebook is Jason with a Y X Bishop, but I'm never on there because Facebook shit.
Facebook is shit. I agree with that. Instagram or nothing for me.
Well, that's all you've got.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So we can find you, Bishop, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook,
Yes.
right? And Fletch, what about yourself, my good man?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Fletcher Law 7. I'm also on the Book of Face, which is Fletcher Law. And then if you want to find anything about the tag team, that is purely the 7 on the Book of Face as well.
But the
Yep.
V is 7, isn't it?
It is SE, the number 7, EN. You are correct.
And that's
Is
the word of
gimmicky.
the day.
How confusing.
We'll do
Just like
a
how I like to put a Y in the name Jason, which I don't
We'll
even
put-
use anymore.
to all of the social medias down below. We'll get all that put down below. So if anybody wants to follow you, they can follow the links down and do all of that. But same as we always say, every single podcast, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below on what you thought of the podcast. If you've got any questions for the 7, we'll make sure that they answer them for you. We'll threaten them with shit. And yeah, share. Just listen everywhere. SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. All the links are down below in the description, along with both myself, Buzzsaw, and Oracle's socials there as well. But give the 7 a follow. Check out a show when they are back wrestling, because they are a great tag team and a great watch, and they are a good set of guests. So
And
thank you
buy
so
our
much.
merch.
And buy their
Buy
merchandise.
their merch.
You guys send us over a link. We'll chuck it in the
Can
description
I
as
just
well.
say, Flynn?
There we go.
These are
Yeah.
Self-promotion.
quality, mate.
Our boy Flynn Burden.
I made that. I
He's
made,
up, he
I
did.
made 7's
He's
merch.
a good lad.
Good lad, you're also like.
Good lad. Well done.
You need
Yeah.
things,
Call it a
things
fiver.
made. You need to go to Lost Designs.
Lost Designs, because I made all the borders for this as well. You're
The
lit-
Lost Designs.
How do you find
Lost
it?
Designs.
and I make things and I do stuff
Yes.
like that. But give us the link to your merchandise as well, guys, and we'll put that down in the link as well for you.
Shop lads.
We'll get everything put in there. Thank you so much for coming on.
Awesome.
I've been Flynn Burden.
No, thank you.
I've been Buzzsaw Bronson. Is that what you're going for?
And
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
Oracle.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on. And to all our boys out there, we'll see you next week. Peace.
You're easy, dudes.
Hasta la vista, baby.
One love. No woman, no cry.
Now let's have a little dance.
How does Bob Marley like his donuts?
We're jamming.
We're jamming.
Oh, mate. That's a fair point. I would add those onto my death row meal. Some solid, good, not solid, I mean as in like quality, solid quality, not as in like solid, physically solid.
Physically solid.
Donuts.
Donuts with jam in.
Yeah. Raspberry jam.
Laugh at
I like it.
Right.
I'd have to get a Krispy Kreme though if I'm getting donuts. Should we just keep talking? Just keep doing the podcast? Let's carry on.
Just keep going.
She started increasing the music volume. He's like, shut the fuck up.